What's good, everybody? I'm Blitz5, and as you guys already know, the big PUBG winter update is finally coming to console on January 22nd, 2019. That's obviously Xbox One and for PlayStation 4. But today, on January 18, 2019, this Friday evening, we just received more news that there's going to be some additional stuff added to this update. And once I read this stuff, I was completely surprised, so I wanted to make a video about this and share it with you guys to make sure everybody knows about this. I know not everyone is following the forums and all the updates all the time, and honestly, a lot of this stuff is pretty surprising. I was shocked to see new stuff coming into this giant update because they're already working on so many things right now, and I feel like they're giving console a lot of love, which I know a lot of players were looking for this because we haven't really seen a lot of updates recently. There was a lot of delays over the past 6 months, so hopefully you guys will be very excited about this. So if you want to see what's going to be in the original update with Vikendi, the new weapons, the snowmobile, all of that stuff, I'll link my original video down in the description box below. You can check it out. But in this video, we're just going to be talking about the new region system, season, ranked, map selection, leaderboards, and this new survival title system that they're putting into the game. And first, we'll start off with some bad news first. I like to start off with bad news first, and then we'll get on to the good news. And this is sort of map selection. So a lot of players on console have been asking for this over the last 6 months. People come into my stream all the time asking, when is there going to be map selection? And I honestly thought we were going to be getting this because that's what the current system is on PC right now. And we're getting some type of map selection, which I'm going to show a picture of what they posted in the official post on the screen right now. And while this is kind of map selection, I think this is honestly worse than the current system we have right now. So let me take you guys through this. So on the top, we have the quick join option, which is going to take you into the quickest available map or quickest available game, regardless of the map. So any of the 4 maps. Then below that, we can single-handedly choose Vikendi if we just want to play that, which is great because it is the newest map. However, the other 3 maps are being lumped into another category called other. And honestly, this is like the worst thing, I think, because there's so many times when people want to play Erangel and then you have to play the regular battle royale and then you get stuck with Miramar, and now you have no option to select Sanhok. So they're completely removing the battle royale and mini royale option. And while I don't know why they did this, I can kind of assume here or maybe speculate that I'm sure they're having some issues with like playlist times and wait times. I know a lot of people don't like to play Miramar. It's some people's favorite maps, but on a whole, I feel like people still really enjoy Erangel and Sanhok a lot more, and Miramar still gets a little bit of hate. Personally, myself, when I'm doing some of my solo streams, I only play on Sanhok, and I know that even when I have it on all and solo, a lot of times it goes right to Sanhok, which kind of shows that a lot of people are queuing in the Sanhok playlist or mini royale playlist. So to me, this is a major bummer. To other people, you guys might not care, but to me, this is a major bummer, and I really hope that they kind of eventually add in map selection or some kind of different system or bring back the battle royale or mini royale system. But we'll wait to see what everyone's feedback is. Let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments below. And really, this is the only thing that's kind of on the fence here that I disagree with, but other people might like it. And moving on from that, onto all the rest of the good things here. They've kind of gotten rid of your different region area, and they're just going to matchmake you with people that have the best connection. And then if you play with people across the country or across the planet, if you're playing with people in Europe and the US, it's just going to put you into the best game possible with the best connections, which is how a lot of games do it nowadays. And I think this is definitely the best system. You don't have to worry about different regions and all that stuff. So hopefully this will bring, a lot better ping and connections and more stable connections for everybody across the world. And in regions where, they didn't have like the best region stuff in South America, I know they're having issues down there. Then moving on from that, this is a pretty big update here. This is the survival title system. So they're adding this into the game. So now we have the survival rewards, which is just like kind of your daily rewards and weekly rewards that are going to be in the game forever now, unless they change it. So that's like kind of default. And then on top of the survival rewards, we're going to have the Vikendi event pass, which you can pay for and earn. You can even earn them for free if you don't want to pay. So there's those 2 options. And then in addition to kind of the default system, you don't have to pay for this at all. There's going to be the survival title system. And this is going to be basically a ranking system where the more you play, the more you'll rank up in this system. You can't be demoted. It doesn't matter how well you play. It's basically just based off your time played and things that you achieve in game. Then you can see the titles here are beginner, novice, experienced, skilled, specialist, expert, and survivor. And when you get into the lobby, they shared a picture here. You're going to be able to see what the different ranks of everybody is. It'll be next to your name. So obviously if you're running into somebody that has the highest tier, say they're at the let me scroll back up to it. Say they're at the expert or survival level. You know that player has played played a lot and that they're probably going to be pretty good. And then if someone has the pan over their head, that they're a beginner and they might not be that great at the game. So I don't know if this is a great thing coming into the game. They're adding a thing on top of this where if you're like in the top 100, you're considered a lone survivor. And this is like an ever-changing list that they're going to update daily every 2 hours. And to me, this stuff is great because people love having this stuff over their head and kind of some kind of rank. But honestly, I think it would be better if they just put in their own rank playlist system and people had their own rank and you could get demoted or promoted. But anything extra in the game that they can have where people can work towards, I think people will enjoy and will bring people back and playing more often. That's what they want. They want people to be more involved. And PUBG kind of needs that stuff, and this is kind of filling that void. So for now, I think it works. But to me, I think a complete rank system would be better. But who knows if PUBG would ever implement a system like that. I would really like to see it, but only the future will tell if they actually put that into the game. And then moving on to the last thing we have here, and this is a huge update into the game. This is the parachute system overhaul, and honestly, kind of surprised to see this here at the end. They haven't mentioned anything about this recently for console, and obviously we all knew this was eventually going to trickle down from PC to console, but they haven't posted any progress or anything about it. But this is a very nice quality of life update, in my opinion, to the game. They're getting rid of the whole wave technique and weird dropping that people can do to get down to the ground faster. And I know this might be kind of disappointing to some of you advanced players who do this, but I feel like something as simple as dropping should not be a mechanic where an advanced player knows how to get down to the ground faster than another person. To me, it should be just the same as running to a destination. There shouldn't be some kind of weird way where you can run faster by, waving or slowing down and running again, or jumping or doing some kind of weird thing that only really advanced players know how to do, if you guys catch what I'm saying. So to me, this is a huge update into the game, and you can honestly have more control and kind of precision and strategy on how you want to jump. Now when you're getting closer to the ground, you can actually cut the parachute yourself, and if you're too far away, you actually take a lot of fall damage and you can kill yourself. But in the other hand of this, if you're getting closer to the ground or you see other players, you can drop early to try to get down faster to get a weapon and defend yourself. So there's going to be a lot of strategy involved with this, depending on how fast you want to get to the ground, your trajectory, how you're coming into the ground. If you're going too fast and at an angle, your player will roll and you could take too much damage again and suffer from that. So to me, this is really great, and the more realistic they make it, to me, is better in my own opinion. Again, let me know what you guys think about this. I think overall, the parachute update, everyone said this is great on PC, and I think for the most part, people think that this is a great change to the game, an overall quality of life buff, as they say in the video game world. And on top of that, speaking of quality of life updates and bug fixes and all that stuff, that's pretty much the rest of the update. And there's a ton of this stuff on top of the original update that they put on the PTS. They fixed so many different things here. You can read through the list. I was trying to read through the list and see if there's anything that really stood out here, but there's just so many things that if you want to get through the nitty gritty, you can read all these different updates. And on top of that, something that I think I should mention in case anybody spent money on this game like I did one time, they've changing the 1300 G coin purchase to 1300 500 G coin. So if you ever purchase that at any point, you will be getting rewarded an additional 500 G coin at some point. I bought some G coin one time to get the clown outfit, and I don't know how much money I spent on it or how much G coin I bought, so I got to go check into that and see if I'll be receiving this extra 500. And on top of all that, I guess that's about it. So we got the full update with Vikendi, the new map, the new weapons, all of that stuff coming into the game, the new map selection, which is kind of hit or miss, the new season, the new Vikendi event pass, the survivor pass is now being called, the rank title system, survival title system with kind of like the hidden rank underneath it, and the new leaderboard updates, all of that stuff kind of combined into one. So we got a lot of stuff to do here on a daily and weekly and monthly basis. So they're making this a full complete game, and honestly, this is kind of where they need to be for like a 1.0 launch of the game, which, they said back in September was the 1.0 launch, but really to me, 2019 is like the 1.0 launch of this game, at least on console, and this seems like a very exciting update. So hope to see you guys soon on stream. I'm going to be streaming like crazy next week on the 22nd, leveling up all this stuff, the title system, the event pass, all that stuff. I'm going to be purchasing it right away, so definitely come check out and stream. Let me know what you guys think of everything, and as always, thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5, and peace out.